anti-establishment, so I can never be the establishment. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm at the Diddy party, I'm there to tell. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm there to see who the is in here and what do y'all get from being in here.
Do it for play. If you do it for real, here it is, Kevin. I got a show at your hometown in Philly. I'm gonna take my special there. On that stage, we can put whatever you want.
They put the drugs in the baby oil. You thinking you getting a massage, you can't even get up.
Katt Williams, the comedian turned industry whistleblower we never knew we needed, is back at it, dropping receipts like it's Black Friday. This time, he's tossing even more names into the ever-messy Diddy scandal. Let's not forget, Katt basically called Diddy's 2024 downfall asterisk before asterisk the raids, the baby oil drama, and the cuffs. Now, as the year winds down, his latest mic drop on the music mogul feels less like gossip and more like a spoiler alert for 2025.
These big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
In a recent GGQ interview, comedian Katt Williams opened up about his experiences in Hollywood, his views on the entertainment industry, and his personal beliefs. He expressed frustration with the industry's lack of standards and the exploitation of artists, emphasizing the importance of maintaining integrity and focusing on the real-world challenges he perceives. Williams also discussed his admiration for Tupac Shakur and his feelings towards Scene Diddy Combs, suggesting a connection between Combs and Tupac's death. He described Combs as a demon and expressed a desire for accountability, stating, "I just don't like you walking around scot-free." These candid remarks have sparked widespread discussion, with many questioning the deeper issues within the entertainment industry and the personal motivations behind Williams' statements.
Okay, when you hosted for Diddy, did you catch any baby oil?
I hosted for Diddy. Kevin, come here. Can you go get some girls so we can be in the bedroom with some girls? Let's get some girls up here, please. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed.
You asking the wrong person the wrong question. Sound like your question.
Say pause.
Don't acknowledge this. It has nothing to do with me and Puff. Nothing to do with me and Puff right now.
Hold on.
Kevin Hart, like many, distancing himself from Diddy after the mogul's arrest and federal indictment.
Do you think he's safe in jail?
Wrong person.
The reason Kevin is getting questioned is because of this newly rediscovered footage of him hosting a Diddy hotel party back in 2010.
I'm not jumping the tub myself. Once everybody gets out, just me and the lady. What I do best? Oh! Did the camera catch that? Got the camera!
That is one bikini-clad woman's hair catching on fire in the hot tub. None of the celeb guests at this party have been accused of any wrongdoing.
That's my brother right here from Dave.
Before we dive into the clips, there's some breaking news. Actors are claiming to have video footage that could reveal a lot. The footage allegedly shows Kevin Hart and Diddy sharing intimate moments with the same woman. This suggests they might have been involved in some unconventional situations. Stay tuned for more details.
I have insider information on Diddy and Kevin Hart's involvement. I know this because I was on a TV show with a girl who was actively dating Diddy at the time. There I am. A quick Google search will tell you who she is. This girl was paparazzi'd with Diddy back in 2022-2023. Obviously, the cast was concerned about her because the Cassie lawsuit just dropped before filming. Now, the first week of filming just had to be Valentine's Day. Now, Diddy's girl got a very expensive bouquet of flowers delivered on Valentine's Day, but she refused to tell anybody who it was from. It's a reality show, so obviously drama went down. Diddy's girl decided to leave the house for a week. So my girl and I decided to break into her room to redecorate it for show purposes. Just playing along with the drama of the show, we were shocked by what we found.
Bros, there's no way. Bro. Oh my God, from Puff.
The flowers were from Diddy. Love, Puff. This sent my girlfriend into a spiral. As a woman, she was terrified that Diddy had our address. She let the girl know how she felt and put the card back where she found it. The girl told Diddy what happened, and then Diddy threatened production. So the Diddy girl started screaming at my girlfriend, saying that Diddy was going to sue her because of what she wrote on the note. Worried that we were all going to discuss this sick that he was doing on our TV show. The fact that he wanted to silence a girl that he doesn't even know for writing on a note is absolutely insane. Production then pulled every cast member aside and instructed us to no longer have any Diddy conversation for the duration of the show. Diddy threatened to bankrupt our TV show and my girlfriend. We thought it ended there, right? But then Diddy's girl got mentioned in a lawsuit that came out publicly. When this went down, Diddy's girl happened to be in a fight with another castmate. Now that castmate just happened to be dating J-Lo's ex-boyfriend Casper. Diddy's girl was scared that the other castmate was gonna use this Diddy stuff against her during their fight. So she decided to make a call to guess who? Kevin Hart. Now at the time, none of us knew it was actually Kevin Hart until later on. So Kevin Hart called Casper and threatened him to make sure he gets his girl in check on the show. Now Casper's girlfriend told all of us that Diddy's girl was also sleeping with Kevin Hart, who happens to be married with children and best friends with Diddy. Kevin Hart clearly made the call to Casper to ensure that Diddy's girl stayed quiet about the affair that him and her were having, because once again, he's married. Kinda weird that Diddy and Kevin Hart are both sleeping with the same girl and threatening our TV show, isn't it? Now listen, I'm just an ordinary blue-collar worker from Jersey, okay? Who happens to be dating a famous OF model, which is how I got on the show in the first place. Now, I'm not a social media star, I'm not famous, I have no reason to lie about any of this shit, okay? Now, the only reason I'm telling you guys all this is because when I was in Hollywood filming this TV show, I went through some sick, twisted.
Hold on tight, folks. Katt Williams has just revealed something big. He claims that Leonardo DiCaprio has left the US and is now in Italy. You might recall that during a 73 Questions interview, Diddy mentioned that DiCaprio is a VIP at his parties. Now, reports suggest that DiCaprio's move to Italy isn't just a short trip, it could be a long-term stay. Italy's extradition laws are more relaxed compared to other European countries, which might be a factor in his decision. It seems like DiCaprio is making strategic moves, possibly to avoid legal issues. Stay tuned for more updates.
They're saying Leonardo DiCaprio has fled to Italy to avoid the P. Diddy debacle. Put it up full mass. I want to remind people of a clip that's now resurfacing from Diddy. Here it is.
And the white party's coming back this year, by the way, for charity.
Yeah, it's great to hear, and I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
yes,
right?
Yes, without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you. Cheers to that.
See you at the white party.
All right, I'll put the picture back up. Now, this is going to be an interesting background. So Leonardo DiCaprio's connection to the music industry continues to follow him. His history in particular with Sean Diddy Combs. Despite being on vacation, fans still remind him of his ties to the entertainer and business exec. Although there are no allegations currently against DiCaprio. Some social media users are still taking the opportunity to troll for his association with Combs. There's a series of paparazzi snap pictures of the actor in Italy with his girlfriend, calling it a family affair. The Instagram profile said the 49-year-old was joined by his mother, stepdad, and the mom of his lady. It appears that the Django star has been working overtime to distance himself from Combs over the last month, despite there being no evidence presented that he did anything wrong, but had a legal good time. Reports are saying he is doing everything he can do to play down his connection to Mr. Take That, Take That.
Hold on, there's more breaking news. CNN reports that Ellen DeGeneres has left the country just days after Diddy's arrest. Ellen has been known for hosting many Hollywood parties, with Diddy often attending. Their close relationship, especially with Diddy frequently appearing on her show, has raised questions. Despite their friendship, Diddy has revealed some secrets on her show, suggesting their bond might be deeper than just friendship. Is Ellen leaving to avoid potential trouble? This situation is developing, and we'll keep you updated.
About dirty money. Was Leonardo DiCaprio's film The Wolf of Wall Street financed with cash embezzled from Malaysian government fund 1MDB? That's what U.S. federal investigators want to know. And representatives of the Hollywood actor came out publicly Tuesday to say DiCaprio has been cooperating since July, as soon as the allegations surfaced. DiCaprio is entangled primarily because of his personal and professional relationships with Malaysian financier Joe Low and Riza Aziz, the stepson of Malaysian Prime Minister. Aziz is head of Red Granite Pictures and came up with the over $100 million needed to get DiCaprio's and director Martin Scorsese's film made. Money, global investigators now believe, was diverted from 1MDB. Lowe and Aziz also gave DiCaprio a $600,000 birthday gift, Marlon Brando's 1955 Best Actor Oscar statuette for On the Waterfront, and the men partied with DiCaprio at several lavish parties around the world. Lowe went on a $1 million gambling spree in Vegas with DiCaprio, bought a house very close to the actor's Los Angeles home, and allegedly used over $1 million of embezzled funds to buy art from a charity sale the actor hosted at Christie's. The Justice Department is now in the process of seizing luxury real estate, artwork, and other assets purchased with allegedly stolen funds from 1MDB by a cast of characters including Lowe, and has issued subpoenas to several Red Granite employees and a bank and accounting firm it used. The comments from DiCaprio's camp come after a rainforest charity, Switzerland's Bruno Manzer Fund, called on the actor to explain his ties to the alleged fraud or step down from his UN position as messenger of peace for climate change. DiCaprio's spokesman says the actor is actively seeking to determine whether he or his charitable foundation had received any gifts or charitable donations directly or indirectly related to these parties, and if so, to return those gifts or donations as soon as possible, saying he continues to be entirely supportive of all efforts to assure justice is done in this matter and is grateful for the lead and instruction of the government on how to accomplish this. Aziz and Red Granite deny any wrongdoing. The Malaysian Prime Minister also denies wrongdoing and has been cleared of any crime by the Malaysian Attorney General. Lowe has not commented on the allegations. A source close to DiCaprio says the actor and Lowe are no longer in contact.
Next voice, next voice. The Ellen DeGeneres Show faced criticism for alleged toxic work conditions. The situation intensified after DJ Stephen Twitch Boss's tragic death in December 2022, just months after the show ended. Authorities ruled it a suicide, but friends and family questioned this conclusion, highlighting his role as a devoted husband and father. Their concerns have sparked further scrutiny of Ellen's inner circle, adding complexity to the ongoing discussions about her show. Next voice, next voice.
I've speculated that A-list celebrities who have spent time with Combs over the years could be getting subpoenas even as we speak. And one of the biggest names now getting extra scrutiny is Ellen DeGeneres. So between 2006 and 2022, Combs appeared as a guest on DeGeneres' daytime talk show more than a dozen times.
17 times! I've been on the show 17 times!
And during his first appearance in 2006, Combs wasn't really shy about sharing private details.
I'm definitely a nighttime person.
Like what time do you stay up till?
I stay up till like maybe 6 in the morning. I'm back up at like 10:30, 11.
6 in the morning? What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
No, I mean I make love a lot. And,
That's
Ellen,
my favorite answer ever.
Many clips of his guest spots have resurfaced recently, including discussions between Combs and Ellen about his infamous parties.
It'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
And then it will carry on there?
Yeah. Then the after party.
No, I know about them.
And years later, Combs said he wanted to attend one of Ellen's parties.
I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you, I'm not gonna let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your shoes, your feet are gonna have blisters. You're gonna be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Now, the two seem to kind of dance around the apparently open secret that Combs' parties were beyond wild, with reports of drugs and multiple participants and more. And as the allegations against Combs have mounted, many have called his interviews with Ellen now creepy.
So no money on you.
I mean, it's just a little bit of money on me.
Oh, you do have money on you. Lord have mercy. Where are you going after this? It's all 20s. Where are you going after this? What are you doing?
You know what we doing, we plan to do, girl.
But I have to be clear about something. There is a difference between a wild party and something that is criminal, okay? There's a difference between having a great time and something that's an illegal freak-off. And having said that, remember when I told you about those freak-offs, right? Cassandra Ventura, as well as prosecutors, said in legal filings that people forced to participate would often have to get IV drips to recover from exhaustion and prolonged drug use. Well, in 2016, Combs appeared on stage with blue gauze around his arm and explained that he was just getting an IV drip backstage. He'd apparently arrived at the studio with it.
They said that I would have to stay. I said, no, I have to go. I said I could pull it out myself. So I walk in and I'm talking to Ellen. I have the IV and then the blood is going down. I start to panic. I go into the bathroom and I pulled it out myself and I just made it here and I love you.
I love you too.
So of course the natural question is, what was going on right before this taping? And to be very, very clear about something, Ellen DeGeneres has not been accused of anything. She is not listed in any one of the government's filings. The only reason we are talking about this now is because we are going back and looking at these old interviews, looking at these old comments, looking at these old interactions to see if potentially they could play a role in his criminal case.
Before we dive into the clips, there's some breaking news. Actors are claiming to have video footage that could reveal a lot. The footage allegedly shows Kevin Hart and Diddy sharing intimate moments with the same woman. This suggests they might have been involved in some unconventional situations. Stay tuned for more details.
For Stephen Twitch Boss, he died on December 13th, 2022, and the official cause of death was ruled as a self-inflicted wound to the head. But even now, fans are still trying to wrap their heads around this tragedy, and a lot of them are still not buying the official story. Now,
yeah, guys, I never really fully grasped, how this happened. But I get it. I mean, when it comes to people doing things to themselves because they're sick of, existing, a lot of the times they do kind of act like he was acting up until. Extremely positive, funny, cheery, making videos, funny dance videos, and all types of things that just exuded positivity and happiness. But in all actuality, that is obviously a mask, completely a mask, for him to do what he did.
Here's what
allegedly
we know about Stephen's passing. On Monday, December 12th, he left his home on foot and checked into the Oak Tree Inn Motel in Encino, Los Angeles. Just a quick 15-minute stroll from the house he shared with his wife Allison and their 3 children. The next day, Allison freaked out when she saw that Twitch was gone while his car was still in its place, and she ran to the local police station begging them to take Twitch's disappearance seriously. Allison told the police that something was off because Twitch never went anywhere without his car, and several officers followed Allison back to the house to look for clues about Twitch's whereabouts. But shortly after, the motel where Twitch had checked in the previous day called the police and said they found Twitch in the bathroom of his room. But despite the official ruling on the cause of death, fans had a tough time wrapping their heads around the idea that Twitch would do this because he never once shared that he was struggling with anything. And at least from the outside, he seemed like a genuinely happy person who adored his family. In fact, not too long before he passed, Twitch and Allison revealed that they were seriously considering adding another little one to the family.
Oh my God, do you miss having a newborn in the house?
I sure do.
No.
Uh-oh. I think we would love to start trying for another one. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How you feel? Look, she says she missed it. How you feel?
No, listen, we love. Listen, I
Guys, here's the thing. Listen, kids are amazing once they actually are older and can speak. I would say 5 and up. Anything from 0 to 5 is completely miserable in your household, bro. I mean, you can lie and say you like that, right? But you're wrong. It's terrible. Like, what is the point? Can we just fast forward? I would love to fast forward kids to 5 years old at least.
No, but we really do. I love the little babies. I love them, and to be quite, it's a constant conversation.
Also,
what's amazing about it?
Celebrated their 9th wedding anniversary just 4 days before Twitch's tragic passing, and Twitch shared this sweet tribute to Allison on IG. To be clear, just because someone looks happy from the outside doesn't mean that they're not struggling in private. And depressed people are often good at masking their symptoms, even in front of their loved ones. On the other hand, a lot of people felt something seemed off about the official narrative of Twitch's passing, especially the part about this mysterious note he left in the motel room. It was initially reported in the media that no note was found at the scene, but law enforcement sources later confirmed to TMZ that Twitch left a note in which he alluded to past challenges, but they didn't disclose what kind of challenges Twitch was referring to. And even with the note and the official autopsy report, many fans are still saying there's way too much fishy business surrounding Twitch's death, and they're just not buying the idea that he would leave his family. And now that Ellen's friendship with Diddy is in the spotlight, some sources are speculating that Twitch was being blackmailed with something. Now, let me be clear. There is no proof that Twitch himself was close to Diddy or attended any of his parties.
They checked around Twitch and Allison's home looking for any clues. The 911 call from the motel had come in just shortly after Allison had contacted the cops, so that's how this all came together.
The next celebrity Katt Williams is coming for? None other than billionaire mogul Oprah Winfrey. Yup, you heard that right. According to Katt, Oprah's squeaky clean, untouchable image might be hiding some real dirt.
Oh, I will save that fight for another time because I really want to get your thoughts on Oprah.
Devil. Demon. Destroyer.
So villain, not a hero like many people see her. You think she's a villain?
She's a super villain. She's the biggest villain in the world, and yet nobody will ask the most obvious question in the world. Why is her and Gail getting married? It's clear she don't want to marry Stedman. Why don't her and Gail get married? Now she went on that Ozempic. It put her in the hospital. She almost diarrheaed herself to death. Stedman wasn't there at the hospital. Gail was. Crying for her friend. What's wrong with y'all people? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I wish she would just come out the closet. Like, she's really taking this, don't ask, don't tell too far. And she ain't never been in the military.
Well, she is a snake. Like, there's no bigger snake than Oprah. Because I cover Michael Jackson. I'm curious your thoughts. I believe Michael Jackson's actually innocent. I'm doing a whole documentary.
Although Michael Jackson is innocent, they targeted him. And for her to play in his face while he was alive, those boys to discredit him, and then her to bring it back right after he passed away. The way she did Luther Vandross when he passed away. The way she just, exploited him laying in that bed. The way she did, the way she does the way she's doing Taraji P. Henson. I think she should be tried in the court of public opinion for what she's doing to Port Fantasia. It's sad.
Oprah used to be the face of compassion, helping millions find their voice, owning daytime TV like a queen. But lately, people are starting to see her differently. Turns out she's been hanging with some of the most notorious names: Harvey Weinstein, John of God, Bill Cosby, and now Diddy. Let that marinate for a second. How many good people roll with that crew? For some, it's confirmation. Oprah's ties to these figures might not be random. Could she have been playing a deeper game in their shady world all along?
When some people think Oprah Winfrey, they think Harvey Weinstein because they have been linked together so often. First off, Oprah and Harvey have been friends for over 2 decades. A lot of people use the argument that she didn't know about what he was doing, but that's impossible because everyone's known about Harvey Weinstein's reputation ever since the 90s. If you guys don't know who Harvey Weinstein is, he is a major film producer who is pretty much the face of the Me Too movement because he was called out by a bunch of different actresses who he violated. When he was getting canceled and exposed for everything that he has done, Oprah allegedly called him and offered her support. Even though Oprah's team denies this, I believe it because Oprah has been close with Harvey and she has showed him some sympathy over time. Even though he is a disgusting man and he deserves to rot in jail. But I don't understand why Oprah wants to be best friends with someone like Harvey Weinstein. They had a very warm friendship, and the photos show. Some people actually believe that Oprah convinced some actresses to hook up with Harvey Weinstein. And actually, Rose McGowan tweeted out, "I'm glad more people are seeing the ugly truth of Oprah. I wish she were real, but she isn't." Oprah has attempted to speak out on Harvey Weinstein, but she never really gets to the point, and you can tell that she's trying to protect him.
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, the whatever is the silver lining. And so I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. I think this is a moment where no matter what business you work in, there have been women who not only had the disease to please, that's a part of it, but who felt that in order to keep my job, in order to keep my position, in order to keep moving forward, I've got to smile, I've got to look the other way, I got to pretend he didn't say that.
Of course, Oprah is trying to switch the narrative and make this about everyone else because it's not just Harvey. But we need to talk about the bizarre contrast in Oprah's behavior when it comes to dealing with people like Harvey versus dealing with someone like Michael Jackson. In early 2019, there was a documentary created about Harvey Weinstein titled Untouchable. It premiered at Sundance, but it didn't get a lot of media attention. And of course, Oprah didn't bring any attention to that documentary. But when it comes to the documentary about Michael Jackson leaving Neverland, Oprah decided to go and promote that everywhere. Oprah decided to hold a special show after the airing of Leaving Neverland. She invited some of Michael Jackson's victims to her show to interview them. But there wasn't any plan of her to invite any of Harvey Weinstein's victims to her show. So it's interesting how she protects her friend Harvey Weinstein and she decides to cover people like Michael Jackson. And what's interesting about this is that Harvey Weinstein is a convicted criminal